Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss the topic called searching. What do we mean by searching? Searching means we have to search for a given element, right? We have to identify. That is called as searching. The searching is a process of finding a value in a list of values. Searching means it is a process of finding a value. That means finding something in the given list of elements. That is called as searching. Searching is classified into two types: linear search and binary search. So these are the two types of searching uh, techniques. First, we will discuss about the linear search. Linear search is implemented by using the following steps. So this is the procedure for linear search. Here the step 1, read the search element from the user. That means we have to read an element. That element is called as search element. So among the list of elements, we can search for this particular element. That element is called as search element. How can we search for that element in the list? In the second step, compare the search element with the first element in the list. Whatever the search element is, the search element is compared with the first element in the given list. If both are matched, then display the given element is found and terminate the function. Right? That means the searching element is compared with the first element in the list. If both the elements are matched, then just simply display the message, the given element is found, and terminate the process. Otherwise, if it is not matched, if both are not matched, then compare the search element with the next element in the list. Then we can compare the search element with the second element in the list, and repeat the step 3 and 4 until the search element is compared with the last element in the list. In the similar way, we can repeat this process. That means the searching element is compared with all the elements till the last element in the list. Right? If the last element in the list is also does not match, then display the element is not found and terminate the process. So the search element is compared with all the elements till the last element. If the search element is not matched with the last elements also, right? We have displayed the message called element is not found in the list, right? This is the procedure of a linear search. It is a simple one. Just consider the following list of elements. So this is the given list of elements which contains 8 elements: 65, 20, 10, 55, 32, 12, 50 and 99. Here the search element, that means the element to be searched, is 12. That means we have to search for the element 12. The element is 12. According to the procedure, what can we do? The search element 12 is compared with the first element 65. So the 12 is compared with 25. Both are not matching. So we move on to the next element, that is 20. Now here the search element is compared with the next element 20. Both are not matched. So move on to the next element. Again, now the search element 12 is compared with 10. Both are not matching. Move to the next element. And then compare the search element 12 with 55. Not matching. Move to the next element. In this case, the search element 12 is compared with 32. Both are not matched. So move on to the next element. In this case, the search element 12 is compared with the next element 12. Sorry, here this is not 32, 12. The 12 is equal to 12. Both are matching. So we stop comparing and display element found at index 5. So you can display the message element found at index 5. So in this way, we can compare the searching element with all the elements in the given list whenever the element is found, just simply display the message called the element is found at so and so location, and searching is taken place till the last element, still the matching is not found, simply display the message called the element is not found, right? This is how we can do for searching the element in the searching the element by using linear search. Okay. And next, the second one is binary search. The binary search is fast searching algorithm with runtime complexity of order of log n. This search algorithm works on the principle of divide and conquer. In the first case, that is linear search, we can compare the search element with all the elements in the list, so that how many times we compare, how many number of elements are there, we compare n number of times, right? There the time complexity is order of n. But coming to the binary search, it is the fast searching algorithm. In here, why do we call the binary search as fast searching algorithm? Because the search algorithm works on the principle of divide and conquer. This binary search is based on the principle of divide and conquer. That means we can divide the given list of elements into two parts, right? That's why we can call it as divide and conquer. Just go through the example. So first go through the procedure. The binary search is implemented using the following steps, right? The step one, read the search element from the user. We have to read the searching element, and then find the middle element in the sorted list. That means in the given list of elements, we have to find out the middle element. And next, step three, the compare the search element with the middle element in the sorted list. So in the among the given list of elements, we have to find out the middle element. After finding the middle element, we can compare the search element directly with the middle element. We don't need to compare the searching element from the starting element, right? Directly we can compare the search element with the middle element in the list. And next, if both are matched, then display the given element is found and terminate the process. If the searching element and the middle element both are matched with each other, then display a message called element is found. Otherwise, if both are not matched, then check whether the search element is smaller or larger than the middle element. The searching element is not matched with the middle element. Then what do? We have to check whether the search element is smaller or larger than the middle element. Suppose if the search element is smaller than the middle element, what do? Repeat the steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 from the left sublist of the middle element. That means in the left sublist, we can do the same. Again, find out the middle element and compare the search element with middle element. If both are matched, display the message. Otherwise, we have to check the middle element is smaller than search element or not, or larger than search element. We have to check. And next one, if the search element is larger than the middle element, then again repeat the same steps 2, 3, 4 in the right sublist of the middle element. Suppose if the search element is smaller than the middle element, we can repeat the steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the left side elements of the middle element. Suppose if the search element is greater than middle element, we can repeat these steps in the right sublist of the middle element, and repeat the same process until we find the search element in the list. Alright. If that element does not match with the search element, then display element is not found in the list. Suppose if the searching element does not match with the given element in the list, then display the message element is not found, right? This is the procedure, and let us explain with an example. Consider the following list of elements, which contains 9 elements: 10, 12, 20, 32, 50, 55, 65, 80, and 99. So these are the elements. Here the searching element is taken as 12, right? We have to search for 12. So in binary search, what can we do first? We have to find out the middle element. How can we find out the middle element? The lowest index plus highest index by 2. Right? The search element, the middle element can be calculated by using the index values. The lowest index value plus highest index value by 2. That is 0 plus 8 by 2, which is equal to 4. Right? This is the fourth location. What is the value there? 50 is the value. So 50 is the middle value. 50 is the middle value. So the search element 12 is compared with the middle element 50. Compare these two elements. The two elements are matched with each other? No, the both are not matched. And then the searching element is either smaller than 50 or greater than 50. We have to identify that. Here the 12 is less than 50. So this sublist is called as left sublist. So the left part contains 4 elements, 10, 12, 20 and 32. Definitely the 12 should be searching among the first list of left sublist only, because all the elements in the right sublist, that is after the middle value, right, all these elements are greater than 12, so that the 12 should not found in the right sublist. So we have to go for searching in the right sublist only. One thing we have to ensure that before comparing, before finding out the middle value, we have to ensure that all the elements in the list should be in the ascending order only. Right? Before finding out the middle element and compare with the searching element, we have to ensure that all the elements in the list should be in the ascending order. Right? Now this is the left sublist. We have to search for the element 12 in the left sublist only. So this is the left sublist: 0, 10, 12, 20, 32. Right? Again repeat the same process, steps 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is the second step? We have to find out the middle element. How can we find out the middle element? Starting index plus ending index, lowest index and highest index values by 2. 0 plus 3 by 2, that is 1.5. Right? We can round off and consider it as 1 or 2. We can consider any one. Just we can consider as 1. Right? Now the search element 12 is compared with the middle element. So the middle element is 12 and the searching element is 12. Both are matched. So the result is display the message as the element is found at index 1. Right? This is the procedure for finding the element in the list by using the binary search. Right? So this is about the searching. Next we will stop the session here. Thank you.